What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We have another issue with the Xterra saga, the continuation of this mess. About 6 or 7 months ago, if you guys saw, I changed the plugs, I changed the knock sensor because the car was showing cylinder misfire and all that stuff. So the problem still exists. The knock sensor, not the knock sensor, the position, the cam positioning sensor. Excuse me, the cam positioning sensor in the back of the car. So I replaced that. It was working fine here and there. It was okay. Everything was fine. Then all of a sudden, that rattle came back. The feeling that the car's still misfiring. It will come and go, come and go. Now, I always got cylinder number 2 and cylinder number 4 misfire. So I just let it roll, let it roll. Now it's just getting really, really bad. So what I'm doing now, I'm changing the coils for cylinder number 2 and number 4. I'm going to change those two coils because those are the two hardest coils to get to. And as you guys saw, when I was doing the check, I had to take the entire intake manifold off to check the spark plug and check the coils and all that stuff. So I'm not going to show you guys how to disassemble it again because the video is already there, so I'll just link it into the video. But we're going to change the coil for cylinder number 2 and cylinder number 4. Now I'm going to show you when I took the intake manifold off. I took this one off. This is a coolant line. I'm not going to take this off because I don't want to take the whole thing off again, and the engine's kind of hot, so if I disconnect this, the whole bunch of water is going to splash out. I don't want to do that. I have room right here to get to the coils right there, so I'm going to take the coils out, put the new coils in, put the intake manifold back in, because I have access to coil number 6 in the back, and I have access to the other coils right here. So as soon as I change 1 and 2, I'm good to go. I'll put it back, turn the car on, and see how this goes. So let me go do that and come back, and we'll turn the car back on and see if that actually fixed the problem. All right, guys, so the coils have been changed. Let's turn the car on. Let me see what happens. Still got a misfire. You know what? I'm just gonna go change all the coils just to be done with it, just to see which one's bad. So I'm just gonna switch them all. I already bought a set, so might as well just get them all out, switch them out, put the new ones in, hope for the best. Maybe I'll figure out. I'm gonna go one by one, I guess. So I'm gonna change number 6 now because that's the hardest one to get to. Then I'll start with 1, 3, and 5 and see what happens. So let's do it. All right, problem fixed. Now, what did I find out when I was changing these coils? I found out that cylinder number 3 was not the original coil that was on the car, because the rest of them have this like little number 0 stamped on top of the coil, and cylinder number 3 did not have that. That means at one point that was replaced. So I replaced that, so the engine started getting better, and then I got to cylinder number 1, and then I replaced cylinder number 1, and the problem is solved. So we had issue with cylinder number 1 and number 3 misfiring, and now the engine is running just fine. I'm going to take the car for a quick drive, and I think because of all these engine misfire and all that stuff, I think I've nuked the catalytic converter, because every now and then I get the check engine light on saying that bank 1 under threshold. So that means the catalytic converter is also nuked. So that's going to be the next episode, but I have to drive this for at least about 100 miles or so. So I'm going to drive this to work tomorrow and basically give it a good about 50-60 miles worth of drive and see how it performs. But man, I changed all 6 and I didn't want to do that, but hey, might as well. We went through the hard part. I took the whole thing, I took the intake manifold off, and problem solved. And problem was at the easiest spot, obviously. So, you know, I ate food this way instead of eating it this way. It is what it is, guys. I hope this issue solves your problem. If you have the same engine misfire issue, the first code I was getting was cam position sensor wasn't bad. I replaced that problem, got solved, and all of a sudden the coils are bad. First I thought it was the catalytic converter was causing the car to stutter and all that stuff, but it is, next thing is electrical. So engine misfire most of the time, almost I want to say 80-90% of the time, it is electrical. So it could be the coils that have gone bad. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to see which coil. I didn't hook up my OBD2 reader to test it. So don't take after me. Take the necessary steps to see if the OBD2 sensor can sense which cylinder is misfiring. Anyways, all right, guys. So quick update. I just drove, not right now, but I've been driving the Xterra for about almost 600 miles now. And after changing the coils, I wanted to see how the car is running, and you know, if the check engine light comes on, because I was getting bank 1 below efficient. So check engine light was popping on after about 50-60 miles or almost 100 miles. So I wanted to see if excuse me, if the check engine light is going to come on. So I've been driving this car for a while, and I put about 600 miles on this car. Check engine light has not come on. So the issue with the bank 1 below efficiency was the coil. Apparently, if the coil's malfunctioning, even slight misfires, even slight variation of, you know, the gasoline not burning correctly will trigger the O2 sensor, then will trigger the code for the catalytic converter. I drove it for a year, okay? For 1 year I drove this car, and apparently I was driving on 5 cylinders the entire time. Isn't that crazy? I didn't know, because the car was not acting up. I was just getting the check engine light that bank 1 is below efficiency. So after I changed all the coils, now the car is running fine. I'm running the AC at max. Drove it for 600 miles, and again, no check engine light. Car is running smoothly, no issues. I haven't had any lights pop up on the car. So yeah, before you go spend money on catalytic converter, if you are getting below catalytic converter below efficiency, it might be your coils, guys. I want to say about 90% could be your coils. So before spending the money on catalytic converter and the labor and all that stuff, check the coils. It could possibly fix the problem. So this was my issue. Again, on 5 cylinders, the car was functioning fine. It was driving okay. I wasn't smelling gas. Everything was fine. So goes to say that either I was driving on 5 cylinders, or the coils on 2 cylinders were, you know, working here and there. So they were coming in and out. I just wasn't realizing it, because the car wasn't acting up. Up until the car started to shake, I guess one of the coils just went out fully, and the car was just running like crap. So anyways, let me know what you think. Leave your comments down below. If you had the same problem, I hope this will solve your problem. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, guys. Peace out.